Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of jakestake.com, a pop culture and entertainment news website. I am thrilled to welcome my next three guests with me. They are one of my favorite acts from past season of America's Got Talent. They are quarterfinalists with a combined 81,300 YouTube subscribers, 170,000 Instagram followers, and 275,000 Facebook fans. They are a very powerful vocal trio, a soprano, alto, and tenor. Please help me welcome Joseph Clarke, Jessica Fox, and Mariah Hargrove, aka Resound.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
First of all, I am so thrilled that you guys are here, and thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me.
You're welcome. We're so thankful that we have this opportunity. So we're ready.
All righty, awesome, guys. Can you please share your origin story with my audience?
Yeah, so it's crazy because we didn't intentionally mean to become a group. Joe and I have known each other since we were kids. We were toddlers, and we went all up through school together and met Mariah just around high school. And so we were all singing background for a play, and we had different groups in Richmond that we were all a part of, and we kind of noticed that we were the common denominator in each one. So one afternoon, we just happened to be all together for a rehearsal, and we made our first arrangement. We didn't even know that that's what it was. And so we put that on Facebook, I believe, first, and people asked for more, like people liked it. And, we kept going from there. People asked us for a name, and we were like, okay, I guess we got to think of a name. And 8 years later, here we are.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, you had one of my favorite auditions this season in America's Got Talent. And when you sang What the World Needs Now is Love, I got pure goosebumps oozed out of me. It was probably one of the best auditions of the year. So what was your reaction from the judges after you sang that song?
Yeah, so when we sang What the World Needs Now, first we recorded that episode before COVID-19 shut down the whole country. So we didn't really know exactly the impact we were going to have with that song, but we're so thankful that we chose that song. Either way, when we went out there, the crowd was screaming at the top of their lungs. We looked, into our right, and we see Simon, and we were like, we have to nail this, because Simon is a hard critic. And we sang the song, and to our surprise, Simon gave us a standing ovation and, told us that he wanted to see us to take it a step up. And he wanted to see us, do something that had never been done on the show before, and just to take a chance. And we were like, okay, well, we took that information and we were afraid because we didn't know exactly what he meant by that. But we got all four yeses, and they were telling us how they loved us. I believe Heidi was the one that said something like, when you guys came out here and you started singing, I wanted to find the mistake. I wanted to find what she said was the hair in the soup. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I just couldn't find it. And you guys are amazing. Voices are powerful. And Sofia told us she wanted us to sing at her wedding.
Her next wedding.
Our next wedding. And, how even though we weren't a favorite of his, he still gave us a yes. And, just basically.
He mentioned that we were the smallest, loudest choir he's ever heard.
Like we're the world's smallest choir.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious when he said that. But we got a really positive response.
Okay, so Judges' Cut was very different this year.
Yeah.
You were amongst the acts that headed straight through to the Universal Studios Hollywood live show. So what was your immediate reactions when a judge says, you're in and you don't need to perform?
It was crazy. I think that we were all, very nervous. I think, when you think of the Judges' Cut, you're thinking about you have to do another song to go up to that next level. And so we had something prepared to go, but when we got the call or the opportunity to say, you don't have to do the Judges' Cut and go straight through, we were speechless. We were so excited. And I think it gave us like a boost of confidence to know that we were good enough to like really go to the next level and really take this thing head on. So I think our feelings were all over the place, to be honest, but I think we were just we were shocked. We were, because there's good singers all over, like, everywhere, from groups to soloists. And so we were just really just thankful that we got that opportunity to not even have to go through that round, just go straight to the live shows. Not a lot of people can say that. Like, not a lot of groups that have done the show can say that. And so that was just an honor for us. We just felt very just humble and grateful about it all. Yeah.
All right. So earlier during the end of America's Got Talent, normally what I do is I give my audience my top music performances of the season, since I'm a music guy. You guys, like I say, Fall on Me with Christina, your cover of Great Big World and Christina Aguilera's Fall on Me was probably one of my favorite highlights from the season. Wow. So why did you decide to select that song?
Well, we had, as a lot of people know, when you are a group, a soloist or whatever, you kind of have to work with producers on the show to choose the songs. And we kind of, we had a list of songs, and some of them just weren't fitting the way we wanted them to. And we took one listen to Fall on Me, and we were like, we're covering that one. Like, that's it. And it had never been done on AGT before. We had to keep that in mind. We had not just the pressure of taking it up a notch, but also doing something that never been done before, because that's what Simon had asked for. And we were like, I don't know what to do. So it was, when we heard the song, it was so beautiful. We were like, we could really do this. So we chose that song, and we thought it was fitting for the time and everything, with so many people who have lost their lives due to COVID, due to the racial injustices and things that are going on right now in the country. We thought that song was perfect for it.
It was a beautiful moment. It was a very beautiful moment. I wish that you guys really... I was so heartbroken when you guys were eliminated during the quarterfinals, because I really wanted you guys in the semifinals and the finale. Now, if you did have that opportunity to go into those rounds, did you think of the songs that you guys wanted to perform?
Yeah, we definitely had ideas about what we wanted to do, and we do sing a cappella music, so that was something that we were looking forward to being able to do. And we didn't get to do it this chance, but we still have so much more that we want to share with the world. So I think it'll be all right.
Awesome. I definitely said, like, I did a thing on Reddit that said my acts I want to see for Champions Volume 3. And you were one of the only 4 music acts from your season I want to see compete and have that chance compete for Champions Season 3 once COVID is all over.
Yeah. I think, I've seen the Champion seasons. And I've actually thought about that a couple of times. Like, would they call us back to be a part of the Champions, season, the team? So I don't know. I think, that would be a great idea, because for us, we kind of know a little bit of what to do and the process of it all. So I think that if that opportunity ever arose, you never know. You never know. So
I'm very sorry.
No problem. And the thing is, I really hope, fingers crossed for you guys for Champions 3. I'm putting a lot of energy out there, and I think my audience will do the same as well. So anyway, did you guys have any challenges that you faced during your AGT run, and how did you guys overcome those obstacles?
Yeah, I think that, this is our only experience being on America's Got Talent. And this season was crazy because of coronavirus, and there were so many wild cards in there. Simon wasn't there, he broke his back. And so I think that there were definitely things that felt like challenges to us that may have been unique to this season. We had to have regular COVID testing and temperature checks and things like that, and had to be super distant from people, and that only adds to the layers of difficulty with the pressure of the show. So I definitely think we, came across those challenges. But
I'm very sorry. She does.
No problem, guys. This is unedited. So this is the thing is, don't worry about it. So basically, so you had COVID. So besides the regular COVID test, is there anything else that you guys had to overcome?
I think it was pretty tough trying to monitor everything with the just security measures of social distance and masks. But I also think it was really tough for us to figure out what we wanted to do as far as what songs, because there's always what ideas we have and then what ideas the producers have, and then thinking about what the judges will say. And I think a big thing for us was, with Simon Cowell being like kind of such a big music head and not being there for this experience, we kind of had to think differently about what will capture people who are not necessarily music judges, but judges overall. And so I think that was tough for us, but I think we managed to come out of it unscathed. So
another challenge that we had, so I know that you saw some of the footage. One of them, we were standing outside. Let me explain something to you. I had a leather jacket. It was 100 degrees that day.
Oh my God.
It felt like 100 degrees. Yeah. It felt like 150 degrees. We were, we shot it at Universal, and like at movie sets and stuff with the fake houses. These houses don't have air conditioning. So when we were out there, we were sweating. I mean, when I tell you I had to wipe off, they had to bring us water after water. It was so much.
68 takes.
We had to take so many takes. It was so much. I'm not complaining, but it was so hard. I think how we overcame it though was just the thought that this was a big opportunity. Honestly, this is an opportunity that a lot of people do not get to. We were able to be on the big stage. Like, this isn't like this was a big deal for us. This is like an internationally syndicated show. Like, it's like going all over. So we're like, it might be hot. I might have this leather jacket on. I might be sweating all this makeup out. But let me tell you something. Makeup off. I'm going to enjoy myself in the process. And I feel like our friendship also made it easy to overcome the obstacles that we had to go through.
Awesome. And here's the thing. When you were filming the What the World Needs Now for Universal Studios Sunset, one of my tweets that I sent out for you guys in support of you guys of how you took the show to church was actually flashed onto the scrine.
Oh, yeah, when they put the tweets up there.
Oh, that was okay.
I was one of them. So yeah. I meant what I said. Every time you're on my screen, you took the show to church. However, there is a lot of AGT fans have been wondering, because there's another NBC show that takes the show, you guys are taking the show to church. Have you thought about auditioning for The Voice? Why or why not?
Y'all sure?
I mean,
okay. Well, we've had an experience with The Voice, and that wasn't the best fit for us.
Wow.
And so, I think that, we are a little bit done with that. We're a lot of it done. And so I think that experience is cool. We got to, in the process of auditioning, executive auditions, those kind of things, the process of getting to the blind auditions, I think we met a lot of great people.
Yes.
I think we connected with a lot of people. We got to wow a lot of people, but we can be very transparent. We didn't make it to the blind auditions. So we made it like almost there. Like, it was like literally almost there.
We wish we could say more, but literally we signed something away. Can't really tell all the details, but we will not be auditioning for The Voice in the future. That's the short answer.
All right. In all honesty, whoever decided to not do that, to not let you guys through to the coaches, shame on them. But however, here's the thing. The Voice's loss was AGT's gain.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Remember that.
Yes. Most definitely. Yeah. So it's no bad blood or no what's the right word?
Animosity. We don't feel any kind of way. Not even with AGT. I mean, honestly, I don't know if you were going to ask this question about how we felt about the whole thing, but we don't have any animosity toward anyone. We realize it's a show. It is what it is. We have our opinions, but we're good. Like, we're just going to continue to do what we feel like God wants us to do in this season for just the rest of our lives.
And here's another thing. AGT gave you guys a huge platform and it introduced you to people like I wouldn't not have known of you guys if it wasn't for AGT.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
and I think that, and I believe that you guys are awesome. And I really hope and pray that you guys have some major music producer or major talent artist snatch you and give you a recording contract, because I would rather listen to your music than some of the stuff that's currently on the top 40 charts.
I agree.
Appreciate that. We appreciate that. We're humbled by that, regardless of what he just said.
No, that's the truth. Nothing against, with the top 40 out there, but, I think that, Resound does have something special.
Yeah.
And I think that, when it's the right time, it will happen. I'm a person where I think we're all learning that we have no control over our lives. God does. Like he'll open the doors, he'll shut the doors, he'll open up a crack, maybe go through it, maybe I don't know. Well, we're at the place now where the foundation was we just love to sing. And that was in the beginning. We just love to sing. We love to arrange. We love to make these beautiful harmonies and have these soft, great moments and these huge, big moments. That has not changed. And I think that if we just have the mindset of like, we love what we do and we're going to continue to keep doing it no matter what happens, as long as we can, then, we'll do that,
Yeah.
So I think the experience was something that we needed. We needed that to get to the next level, maybe not on the show, but as a group, mentally, to prepare for something else that may be bigger.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of what he said, like literally when we quit our jobs back in 2018, we went to a retreat, and one of the speakers for that day told us something that really I feel like we kept since then. And he said, opportunity doesn't create work creates opportunity. And so although we've been on America's Got Talent and that's a great opportunity, I don't think that we are walking into this expecting that everything is going to work out for us or whatever the case may be. I feel like our charge is to have that faith, to do what God tells us to do and just try along the way. And whatever is supposed to be for us will be for us.
Now, we were shocked. I do want you to know that we were very shocked.
Yes.
Maybe Jessica wasn't as much, but I know me, when we got to the Duncan save, it was like,
I expected that.
People said that's a good place to be because, you still have a great opportunity of going through.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. And I said, there's just no way. I'll be honest. I was like, there's just no way. Not saying that who we're with, because we love Selena, like we love her. We love the Bello sisters. We feel like everyone's talented. But I think our performance, leaving the stage, we felt like it was very solid and we felt like it was very great. And we got a good response from the audience and not so much from the judges. So that kind of like made us worry a little bit. But I would have never thought, being honest, I would have never thought we would have left that early.
Not with that performance.
So I think in that moment, it was just like, oh, wait. I didn't expect that, but I think we're so used to no's because that's what happens in the industry. That's what happens in the music business. You're going to get more no's than your yeses. But it's those yeses that really make a difference. And I feel like to be able to even get to that place, that was a huge yes.
Right. It took one yes for Jennifer Hudson to get that, you know what I'm saying? That and I mean, boom. Yeah. And she blew up. And like what Joe was saying, is like, I think like if our opinion matters, like it is what it is at this point. But I think it felt sort of kind of to me like cheated because it wasn't. I felt like we weren't judged by our talent, but just the fact that they had pushed so many singers through. And in my mind, I'm like, so like, God, and like.
In all honesty, there are only a few singing acts I wanted to see. And in all honesty, you guys were robbed. I'm just going to be basically honest because it's not biased. I just want to say this because the thing is, I wanted to see you compete against Christina Ray. I wanted to see you compete against Archie. And I wanted to see you compete against Broken Roots, because that group right there, those four, I gotta say, were my favorite 4 singing acts of the competition of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with Archie's story. Honestly, I would have been honored to lose to him. I'm gonna be honest, I would have. And I think I have the same sentiments that you do as far as, judging based on the talent and everything like that. We get that America, is gonna, when people put their stories out there, and maybe that could be a thing that grabs people and makes them want to vote for them, and whatever the case may be. I think that what just helped us in this whole process was just us talking about it before we left, and whatever the outcome was, our goal was to go there and be ourselves, because we would rather get eliminated for being us than for being eliminated for being someone else or doing what
I agree. And I agree. You guys are authentically yourselves. You guys held your head up high. I'm hoping you have Champion season 3, but we got to move on, because I would love to hear, if you had the opportunity to work with your dream collaborators, your dream singers, songwriters, producers, if you had the opportunity to work with them, how would they enhance, who are they, and how would they enhance Resound?
Oh man, that's like a huge question, because there's so many people we want to work with. We were just talking about the David Foster documentary and how awesome it would be to work with him, or like sing a hit, sing some of the great hits. I think there are so many artists we want to work with, from
Jasmine Sullivan,
Tori Kelly.
We all love Tori Kelly. India Ari, we love her. There are so many artists that we would love. I think that one of the things that we love most is we love musical soundtracks. And I think anything with film, anything with like plays, Broadway, we would love to do something like that. So there are so many different avenues we'd love to go into. And I think that this just helped us to make even more connections that maybe can lead that direction. So.
And I've been reading a lot of commentary on YouTube channels, because the thing is, with AGT and with all the AGT related stuff, a lot of people see you guys on Broadway, and I do believe you guys could do to Conquer the Great White Way once it's reopened.
Yeah,
we would love to. We would love to.
Even, and I know that dynamics of Broadway and plays are changing now, where like even just some of the resources that I have, like some of them are now casting stuff, and it's just different. It's going to be aired online, and people have to buy tickets that way instead of, the crowds, because we don't know when this country is going back to normal. We just do not know. And with businesses like that, they can't just stop. I mean, they don't make any money, you know what I mean? So they have to change up the dynamic. Even if we had to do it COVID style, we are with it.
Yeah. All righty, guys. So this is my third to last question. So what are your favorite social media platforms, and why do they stand out?
Woo-wee. My favorite is Instagram. What about you?
Yeah, Instagram is pretty amazing.
I actually love Twitter. And it's funny because you guys don't really get on Twitter, but I feel like that's where it's like all of the funny memes, all of the first information, all of the like news and everything hits Twitter first and then comes to the other platforms.
That's true.
Like. Yeah.
I found out the president had COVID on Twitter this morning.
Me too.
That was it. Yeah. I wasn't laughing at that. I was
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that, guys. So anyway, this is the second last question. If you had the opportunity to meet with fellow vocal groups or even fans who want to audition for America's Got Talent season 16, because auditions are going on right now online. So what advice would you share with them?
Be yourself.
Just be yourself, and remember that nerves are going to come, and I think that that's just a part of the emotion that you have. But don't let your nerves control you. Don't let your nerves control you. Go for something, fight for it, push for it, put your best foot forward, but just be who you are and let the pieces, go where they're supposed to go. I mean, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Be yourself and just go for it. You just never know.
Yeah, and don't read the comments. Oh my God. Don't read the comments, it's going to create noise. I mean, we went up there in white and black, all elegant, and they still said we were ghetto. To me, when you go out there, a lot of people are soloists, and they're out there by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? We at least had each other to lean on. And so the biggest advice that I could give is please do not read them comments, please.
And if you are a group, stick together.
Yes.
And so you can be able to share the load, share the burden, share the nervousness, share all that kind of stuff, because it makes the journey a little bit easier.
Yeah.
When you have someone that is doing it with you and you're by yourself, and it's just like you're dealing with your own emotions by yourself, which can be crazy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. So I have my last question is this. Where can my audience download your music, stream your music, and also connect with you on social media?
Sure, that's always my question. If you want to listen to our music is available everywhere from Spotify, iTunes / Apple Music, Google Play, YouTube Music, Deezer. I mean, everything. Like, it's on everything. We do have a Christmas album that we recorded last year. It's available right now. You guys can just go and grab that. It does feature What the World Needs Now and the prayer. And then if you want to connect with us via social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Official Resound. That's OFFI. CIALRESOUND, and you can just type in Resound on Facebook and click that like button, that follow button as well. I said Twitter, YouTube.com/Resound3. I'm sorry, 3 Resound.
Or just put in Resound in the search bar.
Yeah, or you can just put Resound in the search bar.
All righty. By the way, guys, the prayer is one of my all-time favorite songs, so I'm going to go and download your version of it as soon as this interview is done.
You'll love it.
All righty, guys. Now, to download more episodes of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, head to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Spreaker. Just type in Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. I sat down with a lot of AGT alumni, including some of your fellow AGT alums, including Brandon Leak and also Jonathan Goodwin and also Max Major, plus Vicky Barbalak, Prince Poppycock, Anna Graceman, all the AGT greats. Download those episodes today. You can also subscribe to my social media channels. Head to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Once again, Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. And lastly, if you missed all my AGT coverage this season, head to jakestake.com for more articles, more interviews, and reviews. Guys, no matter what happens, you guys, I predict big things for all three of you. And I cannot wait to hear new music from you.
Thank you.
Yay.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a great one. Bye.